guys, it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with a little bit different project today. And oh, I'm sorry about that camera shake. This is for the Scrappy Sisters Scrap September, and today we are playing with unusual sizes. So I'm going to be creating an 8.5 by 11 layout today, and then I'm going to show you some ideas of how you could change that or adjust it to make it a 12 by 12. So there are often times that I like to play with this smaller size layout, especially if I haven't created in a while or I'm lacking inspiration. For some reason, this 8.5 by 11 size, the layouts come together a lot more quickly. There's not as much of that like overwhelming blank space. So this is a size that I do like to create in often. And so I'm playing with the Close to My Heart collection. It's called Into the Wild, and it's actually meant as a collection for like baby boy little guys. But it works perfectly for outdoors types of pictures as well. So I've created my background with 3 different kind of patterns. The blue and the trees, like the gray color pattern paper, were 12 by 12s that came in this particular collection. And then the green stripe is from one of the branding strips. So now I'm just kind of playing with what I want my embellishments to be. So my son and I had gone on a hike with his Boy Scout troop while we were at Boy Scout family camp. And so I have lots of pictures from this particular hike and this whole weekend, honestly. And so I'm kind of like always looking for a little bit different way to showcase them and something to do, because there's some really great pictures of him, but I don't necessarily need a million 12 by 12 layouts. So I have taken my 4 by 6 picture, and it's just him standing with like the rocks and trees and all of that kind of outdoorsy stuff. It's not the best picture in the world. So I've taken some of the 3 by 4 cards that came in the pocket card part of this particular collection, and I'm just layering them up underneath my photo. And then I'm trying to decide what I want to do in that bottom corner to kind of bring the green down to that area. And so I took one of the cards and punched out this circle, and then I'm adding the other little strip to the top left-hand corner of my photo mats. So that's really going to kind of carry that pattern across the page and make everything a lot more cohesive. I also grabbed from Colorcast Designs. I have some of these really thin wood veneer that are all kind of camping related. So I grabbed 3 of those to line up on that left-hand side of my photo. Because my son is centered off to the right-hand side, that gives me the left-hand side where I can overlap some embellishments without really affecting, the impact of the layout. So then on this little circle that I had punched, I went ahead and grabbed some illustrated faith stamps, and one of them says Journey, and then the other one is just like a little mountain range. And so I stamped both of those in black ink onto that circle that I had punched. And I'm thinking in my head, I like how it looks, and I love the stamping, but I'm gonna need some additional black elements throughout the layout. Because my son's in a black sweatshirt, there's some darker colors in the layout, or in the photo itself. I have that dark stamping, so I'm going to need to bring that black element somewhere else into the layout. So I'm kind of thinking about that as I go about creating this layout. And as you can tell, because it's 8.5 by 11, it's coming together pretty quickly, whether I'm really feeling super creative or not. I did go ahead and grab a little phrase wood veneer so that I could kind of carry that element of those circles over to the bottom. I didn't necessarily need another circle because I have the green circle, but I felt like I needed some more wood veneer. So I went ahead and grabbed a wood veneer phrase, and then I'm just adding some sticker phrases, both at the top and the bottom of my photo mat. And I really like how it's kind of lined up with my embellishments in that side. It's just some kind of outdoorsy phrases and things that will kind of take the place of some journaling. But I'm still having that issue where I need to carry that black color around my layout. So I grabbed some thread, and off screen I went ahead and stitched in 3 different places. So I stitched just some X's, like a cross stitch, on that top left corner of my photo mat, the bottom right, and then a few stitches around the bottom edge of that circle. And that, along with some black Heidi Swapp color shine, was the perfect amount to carry that black stamping and those little black details from my photo throughout the entire layout. So that's a really quick and easy way to kind of create that look and carry that color across. You could absolutely very easily mount this onto a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock or a background, kind of like I used to take the picture, and create a 12 by 12 layout, but that smaller canvas really made it a lot easier to work with. So I encourage you today to challenge yourself to create in a size that you don't typically create in and see what you can come up with. And I'll be back to see you soon. Bye.